As you guys head back down the stairs, you guys hear from the very back of the group a little voice pop up, that being the voice of Farlane, saying, I'm just sticking back here behind you guys. You guys can take the front. I'm just going to follow your lead, okay?
Why don't you, Farlane, why don't you let me head up the rear? You can go ahead and go directly in front of me. Just, I know you don't necessarily have too much in terms of combat training, or you're not used to that. The last thing I'd like is for anything to sneak up behind us and potentially you not be prepared for that.
That's actually a very good idea. I didn't even think of that. And you can see at this point, he's holding that javelin that you gave him. He's holding it real tight. He's like white knuckling this thing. And he slowly moves forward with you guys. You head back down the stairs and into this continuation of the hallway. You see this larger room off to your right that you guys had opened up. You discovered that it was locked and you had opened it up. You see that the pillar is there, but the gem is no longer on top. And as you guys continue a couple feet further down the hallway, you see one single doorway in front of you. Seems to be a wooden door, no portholes through it, but just one handle and a lock beneath it.
Can I listen for anything coming from the other side?
Is freaking out, and he's reached a kind of critical mass, and he holds on to his staff really, really tight, almost white knuckling it as well, and as some pink purplish energy pulses around him, and his eyes kind of go purple neon. I'm gonna do shillelagh on the staff, and then charge toward the door and just attempt to bust it through with the staff. If we can only go one way, let's just go forward.
Okay.
Try ya! Whoa,
make an attack roll.
Whoa!
7.
7. It's a stationary door. You still hit.
Okay.
And it's a pretty big door too. So yeah, roll your damage with that shillelagh.
That is going to be that D8 that is 6 arcane damage.
Okay, so as soon as your staff comes in contact with it, the door bursts open and the hinges swing wide open. With the amount of force that you put into this door, it didn't seem like the door was locked. It seemed like it was pretty wide open. And the door bursts open. Immediately, the room in front of you opens up as you can see that there are torches lit on either side, already lit there and seemingly not burning for too long. You look in, and immediately, you guys don't see the entire room yet, but you guys see 2 pillars, these stone pillars that are in the center of the room, collapsed there in the middle. You guys see a long, ornate rug draped out in the middle of this room. And immediately at the open door, you see 2 goblin bodies, not dead from slashing wounds, but dead from these claw marks across their throats as they're bleeding profusely on the ground.
Are either of them alive, or are they
Both of them are very much dead.
Okay.
Shreya, I think we can just open doors from now on. But thank you.
Try to collect
and
myself.
A couple seconds after this door slams open with a thud, you guys can hear from within the room, but you can't see its source, a deep growl.
Oh, man.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Anybody else hearing this? Seeing it? Where's it coming from?
It seems to be coming from deeper within the room, beyond from what you can see.
Do we see the crystal?
What are the dimensions of the room again?
You can't quite get a gauge on how big the room is without actually stepping through the doorway.
Yeah, I have my torch. I'll just go, guys, and I'll just lead in with my torch to get some light as I hear the growl.
Okay.
Do we see the crystal?
You guys do not. No. But Flynn, as you head into the room, you see, I'm going to show you here exactly what you see. You see a long, ornate burial chamber here. The pillars in the center have completely collapsed. You see 2 caskets on either side and one larger, more ornate casket in the very farthest wall of the room. You see more goblin bodies strewn about the floor here, and you can see one large hulking mass of orange and red fur off in the corner, consuming one of these goblin bodies. And you can hear it ripping its jaw wide open and taking flesh from this goblin body. And as it turns around and faces you, you can see its face for the first time. And you can see all of its body is this red werewolf type figure. But then you can see just on his right shoulder and coming up the neck and into his face, you can see a bit of green from where a goblin body might once have resided. And as he turns to you and growls, I'm going to have you guys all roll initiative.
Oh no. Oh no.
Sorry, what did you say about the goblin? Goblin again? Goblin in his face?
Yeah, so it seems like this is a goblin that has been 80% transformed into a werewolf.
Oh, man.
The only parts of it that are still partially goblin are that shoulder, the neck up into sort of the lower half of the jaw and into the face.
So much nope.